Ooh. Oh, hey kids, how are you? Did you know that over 49 million kids are going to go back to school in the United States this year? Wow! And you know they have over 3 million teachers to teach them. That's a whole lot of teachers. And you know what? This number only includes the public schools. It doesn't include all those kids going to private schools or homeschoolers. So this number is probably much larger. I'm so excited that so many kids are learning this year.
Time for school! Here I go. I'm so excited to put all my new school supplies into my bag. Crayons on bag. That's why they don't spill. My favorite book. Oh my goodness, cute little erasers. And a sock. A sock. Oh, well. I can't forget my notebooks in case I get hungry. Alright. Welcome back to our Back to School series. Today is all about, you guessed it, our backpack. I wonder how we're going to learn about God through our backpack. Let's find out.
In Proverbs 3:1-2, it says, "My son, do not forget my teachings, but keep my commands in your heart, for they will prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity." You know, this verse is talking about keeping God's word in your heart so that when you're going through life's journey, you always know where to go. You know, today we're talking about backpacks and all the wonderful things we can bring in them. You know, a backpack's very useful for us. It's not just a cool accessory, but it carries things that we need for everyday life. In school, it carries your things that you need, like paper and pencils, the things that you need to do your homework. But in life, it reminds us of the symbols of things we need, the values that we carry in our heart, God's word that guides us, our parents' teaching. These things we pack away, carry with us, and live an awesome life.
All right, let's take a look at some things in our bag.
Well, look at this. We'll start out with a pencil. A pencil is very useful. It helps us sketch out our dreams or write your own story. It's a wonderful thing to use when you want to plan your future. But it also goes well with erasers. How cute are these? Erasers help us remind ourselves that not all of our plans go as we thought. Sometimes we might hurt others or we might be hurt. We want to be able to forgive and give grace to ourselves and to others.
And then comes our lunch bags. Oh, I'm getting hungry. This reminds us of healthy food choices. Not just like physical food, but what about spiritual food and practices for our lives? Like serving others, being a helper, being kind, growing your heart, using your mind to be creative, or praying and talking to God. It's important to eat healthy.
Whoa, I'm getting hungry. But don't forget about books. We always want to carry books. You know, sometimes we have a lot of good ideas, but sometimes we get stuck. We don't know where to turn. When we look to the book, God's Word and the Bible and divine principle, we can find our path. Don't forget one at home.
Ooh, a ruler. We can measure with this, right? So we want to measure ourselves up against our values. What are our goals? What are the things we're trying to achieve? What kind of person am I trying to become? And am I measuring up to those values? Sometimes, though, we got to check in on ourselves. And I know my kids have a behavior chart at school where the parent has to sign every single day, right? If they had a good day.
They had smiley faces or not?
You might have one, or a sticker chart or something. That helps remind us to self-reflect. How am I doing? How did I do today? Did I have a good day? How are my emotions, my feelings? And to check in with my parent every day because they love you and it's important.
And finally, we want to have color in our life, so I always pack crayons to make life fun and beautiful. Don't forget to enjoy the little things in life. Now, you might have other things in your bag, but these things will be really important on your journey.
Brain break. B, A, C, K, P, A, C, K. What does that spell? Backpack. Father Moon says it's important to learn to check our spiritual life every day, not just in preparation for Sunday service or Sunday school. For our lives of faith, we must daily be deepened. So look at our spiritual life habits and practices on a daily basis.
When we look forward in life, we need to think about all the things we are carrying. Sometimes we have leftover stuff, like that old sock. We don't need it anymore, and it might be weighing us down. These things might be like jealousy, bad habits, maybe watching too much TV, or selfishness. These things don't really serve us and just weigh us down. Instead, we need to look at what we want to bring. Pack in things like reading God's Word more and praying. These things will help us in our journey.
So this week, as you're carrying your backpack or favorite bag around, may you be reminded of this lesson. We have a few questions that you can now discuss together. If you brought your backpack today, make sure to show and tell. Otherwise, let's discuss what's inside your backpack at school. What were the 7 items we talked about in our backpack today, and what did they resemble? What are some things you might like to add to your bag or add to your life? For example, I might want to add a calculator to remind me to count the blessings in my life. Get it? Count?
Wow, that was a great teaching, Miss Lena.
And Mr. Jerio. Thanks y'all for joining us as awesome students. We hope you had a fun time and can't wait to see you next week for Scheduled.
What's a schedule?
Oh honey, tune in next week and we'll find out.